I'm Sam, and welcome back to BestBeginnerGuitarLessons.com. Now today we're going to cover our third guitar chord. Hopefully you've been practicing and you've got the C chord down pretty good, the G7 chord, hopefully you've got them clear. The C chord, where it's sounding clear, and G7, where it's sounding clear also. If they're not quite 100% clear, you take your pick and go down and strum each chord, each string individually. If they're not perfect, that's fine. Just keep practicing. They will eventually clear up. And probably you won't even notice it, but they'll just clear up by themselves as you practice from day to day. So just keep at it. And again, do not move on to the next lesson before learning the lesson that you're currently working on. Very, very important. But if you get them to where they sounded pretty clear, then move on to the next lesson. Today we're going to talk about a chord that probably is one of the most hardest, if not the hardest guitar chord for any beginner to play. And that is the F chord. It is an important chord because once you're able to play the F and play it, make it sound clear, play it properly, then any other chord you play will not be difficult at all. And what makes the F chord hard is that you're playing it with 3 fingers, but they're really close together. So what we're looking at on the F chord, now remember, you should have already had your guitar in tune, ready to go. Should have already had it. Hopefully you've got an electronic tuner to help you, or a pitch pipe, or even go back to my tuning video and you can tune to my guitar in the video. Hopefully you've already taken care of that. Very important. Okay, the F chord again is one of the most important chords as far as learning, because again, once you learn it and can play it clear, everything else will seem easy. Now a lot of the courses you'll see on the net will avoid the F chord deep into the lessons, or won't even show it at all. I've always liked to go ahead and teach the F chord for the reason I just stated. It's once you learn it, the other chords become a whole lot easier to play, just going from one to the other. And really and truly, the F is not that hard. I've had some students, once I show it to them, they're able to play it perfect the very first time. A few, not too many, but a few. But again, practice, practice, practice. None of the chords are too hard. You will be able to play them. You will be able to learn. And again, we're getting close to the first song. But it's very important that we learn these chords properly and making them sound clear before we get to the first song. So the F chord we're talking about today is, again, you want your thumb to rest behind the neck where it's kind of comfortable for you. But don't let your palm lay against the neck like grabbing a board. Just let the thumb be behind the neck, the palm away from the back of the neck, and that will allow your fingers to come all the way around, wrap around, where they won't be touching the fretboard like we've talked about before. And they'll come up and over, and as straight up and down as they possibly can, to where the tip of the finger is touching the strings. So what we have on the F, again, today we've been playing on the C chord. You have 1 finger for each string. On the G7 you have 1 finger for each string in the chord, which is three notes, 3 individual notes, 3 fingers for the C and 3 individual fingers for the G7. Today for the F we're going to have the first finger. It's going to be laying on the first 2 strings, the first and second strings, the small strings, just behind the first fret. So instead of it being up and over, straight up and down, it's going to want it to lay down kind of flat, to where you cover the first 2 strings on the first fret. Then you're going to bring your second finger, okay, to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So you have your first finger on the first 2 strings on the 1st fret. Your second finger will be on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, okay? And then you add the 3rd finger to the 4th string, 3rd fret. So you have first finger on the first 2 strings, the 1st fret, second finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and third finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. That's the F. And that's the way it should sound. Now, if you're getting a sound, something like this, not clear, or buzzing sound, anything like this, just not clear, look at your fingers, and there's maybe several things causing this. On the F chord, it may be that your 2nd finger is touching the 2nd string, okay, causing it to be dead, okay, like that. It's not coming up and over. So again, it's either going to be a finger, one of the fingers touching the string next to it, or not enough pressure, straight down to the key, to the fretboard. Press the string straight down, not sideways, straight down, like so, straight down. Okay. Now, if this is too much of a space for you, some people it is, most people can do it without a problem. The spacing between the 3 frets for the F, since the 1st finger is laying down, you can bring the 2nd, 3rd finger up away from the fret a little bit, not too much. You don't want to get way up, but just a little bit away from the fret, reducing the space, and it allows you to play the chord a little bit easier. So again, you can make that adjustment with your fingers as long as you're staying on the proper fret. 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret. Okay, 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger. So the F is 1st 2 strings, 1st fret, 2nd finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then the 3rd finger, the 4th string, 3rd fret. And again, strum it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can take it and then strum each string. You want to sound clear. And again, just practice, practice, practice. That's what it takes. It's practice, practice, practice. Okay. And at the bottom, on the page where this video, where you're viewing this video, I'll also have a diagram of the F chord to help you, which I have on all the chords we talk about. I'll have a diagram showing the chord, which you've probably already noticed. So that's the F. So again, on any of the chords we've had, the C, G7, or the F, if you're having trouble with getting the pressure down, making the string sound clear, not having that dead sound, it's one or 2 or 3 things. Either you're touching the string next to it with one of the other fingers, you're not pressing straight up and down firmly to the fretboard. Okay, that's the 2 main things of those 2 things. Again, and if you need to, you can slide your fingers, adjust them here just a little bit, still stay within the frets, on the proper frets, and that usually helps you clear up. The one thing that will clear them up is practice. Again, if you can sit down and practice at least 15 minutes per day, and dedicate yourself to doing it, you'll start learning these chords really quick. You'll start sounding them out, they'll sound clear, and then you'll be able to put them together, and we'll start strumming the chords. That will be coming up very soon. Being able to change from one chord to the other. Right now, primarily what you're wanting to do is make sure you're making the chords right. C, G7, and F. Make them sound clear. So you just strum. Start like you're playing the C, we should already know it. G7, strum. Should know it already. And then the F. One we learned today. And again, the F can be a little difficult, much more so than the other chords we've talked about already. But once you get it, then when you learn the next chord and the next chord, they won't seem as difficult if you can get that F down. So there you have it. We've talked about 3 chords now. So here's what you need to do. Sit down and go over the C, which you should already know. Hopefully you got it down. G7, same thing. Hopefully you know. Have it down, you can play it, sound good. Now learn the F. Make it sound clear. Practice, make it sound clear. Then you sit and practice do the C, and then you do the G7, say 4 strums, then the F, and then in the next lesson we'll start talking about putting these chords together and changing from one to the other, which that's a whole new thing that we'll have to deal with. Is once you know the chords, by the next lesson we'll start changing from one to the other, and that'll be really interesting and fun. And like I say, we're really getting close to the first song. I know you're excited, and I am. And again, I'm having some real good response to the website. I'm continuing to put the videos on each and every day, and I know people are getting benefit from it. I've had some good emails coming in asking different questions and thanking me for putting the website up, and I'm really excited about the entire process. And again, I'll see you in the next lesson.